To another episode of Always Focus podcast. Today I have,
François Abdoussadi.
and we're gonna take a dive into a different era of football. We're gonna go into the Asian game. You just tell us a bit about yourself.
Okay, well, my name is François Abdoussadi. Okay, well, I come from France, but I live in Spain since 2007, like a long time ago. I was working for Scout International, okay, for Club in Liga, okay, in Spain. And now, since 10 years ago, I am agent inside one agency, Symbiosis Football in Valencia.
Okay.
Well, we work all around the world because we have also some project with some academy, okay, for the development of the players, and that's enough.
Okay, and what kind of like made you get into agent? Why didn't you want to be a coach or be a footballer? What made you say, right, I want to be an agent?
Yes, at the beginning I was playing.
Okay.
Okay, because I was playing in France, in US also. Okay. After I started to be scout, okay, for top team in Liga in Europe, okay, because for me it's very important to have this aspect. And after, I started to be agent because I have a lot of experiences about bad relationship between the agent and some players.
Yeah.
And I know it's difficult.
Cool. Okay. What interested you about being an agent? What made you? What drive you to do it?
For Olivier to start to be an agent. At the beginning, for me, it was a little bit strange, okay, because I don't want to switch my position of a scout, but I started to take the decision to enter an agency. I passed my license with the Spanish Federation, and after with the FIFA, and here we go.
Okay, and as an agent, looking at young players that's obviously looking for representation, what advice would you give them?
My advice, it's very easy. We are not a magician, you know what I mean? The agent depends of the quality of the player, but not only the quality on the pitch, also without the pitch. For me, I have this aspect because I think sometimes you use a lot of time to try to change the personality of some players, but depend of all the people around the players, the family, the coach, the education of the players is very important. If you have a good players, it's for that I say every time to my players, before to be a good players, you should to be a good person.
So it's more mentally as well as.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Totally.
100%. Okay, cool. And in terms of like, what do you feel that they need to do to get noticed more? They need to get more noticed in the game, for example. To find someone like you to come and help them go further into the game, what do they need to show before someone like you can say, yes, I want to work with you? Or
yes, but this aspect is very easy. When you are on the pitch, you have two type of behavior: the individual behavior and the collective behavior. And in this case, you should to have this analysis. What is the aspect the details of the players show? You have this aspect good for the team. Individually, when you should to take some decision for take a good pass, play a combination playing, something like that, I take this aspect. Two aspects: behavior collective and behavior individual. And if there is a good mix, I go.
Perfect. Okay, perfect. Makes sense. Perfect sense. And for like someone that wants to become an agent or get into the agent game or scouting, what routes would they need to take?
But for me, you should to love the football. You should to have the target because some people, because the new generation, think, oh yes, I want to be agent or scout because I want to make money because there is a lot of money on the football. The reality, it's the worst. The money are with it every time, every year more earlier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for me, you should to love the game. You should to have the target, and you should to be have this thinking to help the players to be a good players, a top players with these ambitions. Sometimes it's better to have only 2 players. Huh?
Yeah, of course, you can focus on them more.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Because it's for that, in my point of view, I don't sign some contract with the players for signing. I prefer to don't see any more players, but I prefer to see some top players with a quality and good behavior. That's the point.
What would you say is a day-to-day? What's your day-to-day life as an agent? Your day-to-day work? What do you do? Say.
A lot of travel, mate. I travel every day. Sometimes it's very hard because my life is inside the hotel. You know what I mean. Finally, you have this during the market. You are a lot of stressed. And so my day by day, it's travel, meeting with the club, try to talk with my players by the phone or directly on face to face when you have the time. But every time I try to win. Sometimes because the next market January for me it's tomorrow.
You know what I mean? To get paid for it now, yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? I try to anticipate my life is that it's a lot of travel, a lot of meeting, and also I try to watch the maximum of game.
Of course, yeah.
For watch if I have some players with my with the aspect. For example, if I have one sport director says, "Hey, François, I need a top striker, but with a different aspect, tall, you know what I mean, a small one, you know what I mean, depend of the characteristic of the players, yeah, of the skills."
Of course, understandable. Of course. And also, finding that what sort of, for example, the past 2 days have been obviously very busy for you because obviously you've been transfer deadline. So where have you kind of been about? Where have you been traveling to over the past, I'd say, 24 hours, I'd say?
Yeah.
How far have you been traveling to? How far clubs you've been at? Where have you been?
But sometimes one club call you, you should to be very fast. In this case, I give you one indication. The place to be is it in London. It's for that I'm here today. Because London, it's the best place for make the last business. And when the club call you have 2 possibilities. Bon, I am very happy because I have a good team. Some people, for example, was in Spain for close some deal, the last deal in the end of the market. But for my side, I try to be always on time in the strategic place for when I should to move. I move fast.
Ready,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Makes sense. And could you name a few clubs that you visited over the past couple of days?
Alors, I make Manchester City, I make United, I make also Everton, Crystal Palace, the last day, Watford, and also Fulham. I have a good relationship with him.
Okay, you want to talk more about the Crystal Palace deadline?
Yes. Yes. I was with one deal in intermediary because one club in Spain, Retafe, should to make money because the situation in Spain is totally different than England. Why? Because there is a limit of salary. And if you don't respect this limitation, you don't have the possibility to register some players. It's for that, if you don't sell some players, you don't have the possibility to register because you don't make money.
Okay.
So I bring I talk with the club for make one movement with Uche, one top players in Liga. And finally he come in Crystal Palace, but in London.
Okay.
Ouais.
Okay, perfect. And was that bill hard to get over the line, or obviously you know there's always loads of some kind of complication or?
Big complication because at the beginning always it was okay for make one transfer, dry transfer, but finally Crystal Palace don't make the movement with Marc Guéhi. And very sad for him because I think it's hard. But finally they don't make this movement, so they don't bring the 35 billions for this transfer. So they cut the operation for Uche, and they propose one loan with option obligatory for to buy the players at the end of the season.
Okay.
That's the complication. But the problem is, when this problem are with in 1 hour just before the closing, it's complicated. But finally,
1 hour before, is that how close it was?
Yeah, yes.
Crazy. Alright, cool. On to the next one. Who? Messi or Ronaldo?
Messi, Ronaldo.
And why?
Alors, Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
Why? Because I think the football, you should to work hard for David to be to start to be a top player. You know what I mean? And Ronaldo, all the people don't like him from some aspect of the behavior of the players. But for me, it's he working hard. And another thing, Ronaldo was good players everywhere. It was good in England, it was good in Italy, it was good in Spain. And Messi, it was only good inside Barcelona. For me, in Paris Saint-Germain, he don't make something unbelievable because Paris Saint-Germain won the Champions League this year without Messi. And I respect these players, but I have more respect for players who work hard to arrive to the top. And I think Cristiano Ronaldo is an example. Yeah.
I'd say Ronaldo as well.
Yes, it's a top player.
And who would you say is your dream player to represent?
My dream players?
To represent?
The next one. The next one.
Oh.
Why? Because I think there is a new generation with a big talent. I was very surprising when I was in Arsenal Academy this weekend, because I see some child, but the future of the world football, I think the place to be is it in London.
100%. And what would you say the most exciting league is right now? You're going to say, obviously, you're going to say London.
Yeah, Premier League, but between there is a debate, because I was my teammate, I think you know him, Alan also, they say, yes, it's the top. At the beginning, I was a big debate with him, because I live in Spain.
Yeah.
I think the Liga is a little bit more technical, but technical and tactical. But I love England for one thing. One team have a possibility to win 2-0 in the 5 additional time, make a 2-2 or lost a 3-2. It's a football total. I think the Premier League for different aspects, the communication, everything. Yes. I love English football. Yeah.
And if you could describe an agent in one word, how would you describe a football agent?
One word. Respectful. Yes, because you should have a big respect for your client and take the position of your players. Because sometimes it's when you take the responsibility to see one player, you have the responsibility of the future of the players. You know what I mean? And for me, it's very, very important in this aspect.
Okay, that's it. So thank you for sharing your insights on what it's like being an agent in the day-to-day life. If you could nominate 2 people who you could share their story or their journey, who would you nominate?
two people for me important in my career. I have two. Alors, I have one guy is very important in my career. It's Kike Pina. But it's very famous. He was working was the president of Granada, Cadiz, and it's a teammate of Gino Pozzo, the chairman of Watford. It's a wonderful guy. He have a good vision of the football. Sometimes it's a little bit strict, but I love him for that because I think he take always the good decision and very important. And the second one, but it's Alan. Yes, it's Alan because it's like my brother. I have a good relationship with him. We talk about all the different aspects of the football. We try to anticipate and to give the best way for the players of the agency in general. I love him. Yeah, it's a very good guy. And with a good vision of football also.